cell phones were working. So I called my friend with the car service, and she said, I'll send the car for you. Just, give me the address. And my brother called his wife to tell her to meet her at my house. And then I figured I'll try it, and I called my parents, and I got through. And my dad answers the phone. And I said, hi, Dad, it's Ari. And he starts to cry. I said, Dad, why are you crying? I'm alive. Not only that, I know that you know that I was alive because Aviv from Belgium called Reading West Hempstead, and Reading West Hempstead told her that I was alive, and she called you from Belgium to let you know that I was alive. What's the matter? Didn't you believe her? And he said to me, no. He said, I didn't believe anybody. He goes, I wasn't going to sleep tonight until I heard your voice. And I remember thinking to myself, God, am I glad I didn't wait to make this call tomorrow. So we talked about it, and he asked me some really great questions, like, do you still have a job? By the way, my wife asked me that same question at 11:30 that night. That's another story. So the car picks us up, takes us out to Long Island. I get to my house. There are 20 people in my living room, and I have no less than 100 phone messages. And back then, it wasn't digital. It was a little cassette tape. Those micro cassette tapes? I still have that tape. Of course, I have nothing to play it on, but I still have that tape. And I learned something very important that day. You have no idea how many friends you really have until they all think you're dead. I did learn a lot that day. We live in a world today, the motto of the day is greed. Greed. It's all anybody cares about. It's the money. It's all about the money. There are guys on Wall Street that are multimillionaires that are in their office at 6:30 in the morning. Why? The bigger house, the bigger boat, the bigger car, the nicer vacation, the next promotion. That's all they care about. That is what life is all about. And I was guilty of the exact same thing until that day. My kids used to say to me, Daddy, can you come to the school play? I've got the lead role. No, Daddy's got to work. Daddy, can you come on a class trip? We're going to the zoo. Some of the other daddies are going to be there. No, Daddy's got to work. Daddy, can you come to mock trial? It's after school, so it's after work, so you could be there, right? No, Daddy's got to work late. Daddy's got to work, Daddy's got to work, Daddy's got to work. That was always the refrain until that day. Today, Daddy's at the class trips. Daddy's in the school plays. Daddy's wherever his children need him to be, because that is what is important in life. My kids are going to go through experiences once in their lives, and I want to make sure that I am there with them, and I want to make sure that they know that I love them. No holds barred. I love them unconditionally. They need to know that. But it's more than that. I was plucked out of a burning building and given a second chance. And believe me, I grabbed that second chance. And I made a change. I decided that I didn't like the old me. And I was going to change. It used to be in the old days, I would fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. I would lose my temper like that. Today, I don't do it anymore. One of the biggest things that I took upon myself, no more swearing. No more curse words. No more four-letter words, except golf. No more four-letter words. And you know what? I've had an effect on the people around me. Because everybody knows in my office, and I don't know what you guys know, but I'm going to tell you, Wall Street, they're worse than drunken sailors. When it comes to language, they're horrible. But you know what? When they're around my desk, nobody curses when they're around my desk. Because everybody knows Ari Schonbrun does not use four-letter words. He doesn't curse. And if somebody slips and they say a curse word by accident, they'll look at me and they go, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I didn't mean it. I apologize. So I made a decision. And because I made that decision, look at what I've done for the people around me. We need to make a change. All of us. Do you know the definition of insanity? That's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. But that's what we do every day. You need to make a change. What is your change going to be? Look, you know what our job on this earth is? I figured it out. It's to leave it a better place than when we got here. That's what our job is. We need to leave this world a better place than when we got here. How do we do that? Well, for everybody, it's going to be different. Maybe it's volunteering in a soup kitchen. Maybe it's volunteering in a hospital. Maybe it's more charity. There are so many things that you can do to make this world a better place. But you need to be willing to change. You know, I get the story, I get it all the time. You know, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Who's got time? We're all so busy. We're all busy, right? Is there anybody in this room who's not busy? I want to see a hand. Of course not. Everybody's busy. I was busy. I was super busy. You know why? It's easy. Football season. Oh, big fan. You know, big Giant fan. Got to watch the games. Got to read the sports. Got to, right? Baseball. Huge Yankee fan. Got to you got to know what's going on. You got to, right? Basketball. Huge basketball fan. Got to watch, right? And then of course now there's the movies. All my favorite movies on TV. All my favorite television shows. I had no time. When I shut the idiot box off, I found all kinds of time. And that's what I did. People spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on cable. What are they getting out of it? Nothing. Time to shut it off. Time to make a change. Time to start doing something for society to make the society a better place. That's what we need to do. And that's my challenge to each and every one of you in this audience today. Make a change that's going to make the world a better place. Make a change that's going to make your family better. Forget about the rest of the world. Make a change that's going to make your family or your community better. You know what? It'll start to spread. It'll go from your family, it'll start to spread to your community. And before you know it, we can light up a world if we make the decision. I want to end with a short story, and I love this story because I think it's so apropos. It's about a young executive, 35 years old, climbing the ladder of success, goes out and buys himself a brand new Jaguar. And he's driving down the city streets, and maybe he's going a little too fast. And he sees some kids darting in and out, and all of a sudden he's driving, and wham! His car gets hit by a brick. So he puts the car in reverse, he pulls back, he jumps out of the car, he sees this kid, he grabs this kid, and he says, "What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you? Why did you throw the brick at that car? It's a brand new Jaguar. You know what that's going to cost me to fix?" And the little boy looks at him and goes, "Please, mister, please, I didn't know what to do. You see, my older brother fell out of his wheelchair, and he's too heavy for me to lift. I couldn't get anybody to stop. I didn't know what to do." So he takes the boy by the hand. He says, "Where's your brother?" And they walk down to the end of the block, and sure enough, in the street is this boy in the gutter with an overturned wheelchair. So he turns the wheelchair right side up. He picks the boy up. He puts him in the wheelchair. He takes out his handkerchief, and he wipes the blood from the scratches. And the little boy starts pushing his brother away and says, "Thank you, mister. Thank you so much." And he starts walking to his car very slowly. And he looks at the dent, and he vows never, ever to fix it, because he never wants to forget what happened. You see, they say that God whispers to our minds, he whispers to our hearts, but we're so busy running through life. We're always running. We're so busy running through life that we don't listen. We don't take the time to listen. So you know what happens? He throws a brick at us to wake us up. Now me, I've had the brick thrown at me. You have a choice. You can listen to the whispers, or you can wait for the brick. Thanks for listening.
Ari, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Seth, make an announcement here. Wow. You know, it's hard to hear a story about 9/11 without stirring deep emotion, and to hear firsthand experience is always, always so moving. So, Ari, thank you for sharing with us. He will be available in the hallway selling books and signing books there, and we'll be very happy to visit with you. I also am supposed to announce that on the monitor at the registration table, you should go and check to see if you're a prize winner from one of our vendors back there. And I know that many of us have recreational plans this afternoon, so it is my job to say this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.